Olá pessoal da Revelation, a gente está aqui entrevistando com muita exclusividade a banda The Agonist. Pessoal, a gente vai ter pouco tempo para entrevistar, mas eu acho que a gente vai fazer um negócio bem interessante para vocês. Então vamos lá. How do you guys remember the times of The Tempest? And why did you decide to change the name to The Agonist? And what does this name represent to you guys? Feel free to answer
the definition. We were called Tempest for many years, and then that became a song title, and it's kind of a bit of an inside joke as well as lyrically a good song. But once we got signed, there was with Century Media, there was a lot of previous releases over the years, smaller bands under the name Tempest, The Tempest, and it could have had distribution or copyright problems. So they said, better now maybe if you're gonna change your name, because you're not super worldwide known at this point. So we searched for a name, and The Agonist is the one that stood out the most from all the names we had chosen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we wanted a name that was easy to remember, but also something that represented our music. And I mean, The Agonist has a lot of different definitions. You can look them up in the dictionary. It's a real word. We didn't invent it, but they all seem to pretty much fit. So I mean, in a literary sense, an agonist is like in between good and bad. So not the protagonist, not the antagonist. Agonist caught in the middle. And our music has sort of two sides to it. So that works for us. And then it's also the name of well, it's a lot of other things, but one of the ones that I like is in pharmaceutical use, an agonist is the chemical name for a drug that's used to induce feelings, so kind of the opposite of an anesthetic. And lyrically, I'd like to think that I induce feeling and thinking, so that's why I chose it.
And having a girl in the lead vocals in a band, especially doing what you do, that it's pretty different from everything we have nowadays. I think it calls a lot of attention from people. How did you put the band together? How did you decide to have a girl on the band? And how did you decide to start singing this way?
Well, this isn't my first, I don't think this is any of our first bands. We've all been in bands before. Danny and Kels were in a band, and they needed a singer, and I happened to, in Montreal everybody knows everybody in bands, right? And I happened to quit my other band at the same time that they needed a new singer, and so they called me up and I started jamming with them and started writing songs together, and then eventually we got Simon in there, and who brought in a whole other dimension to the band, and now we have Paco in here too for this album, so it kind of just it kind of just formed itself. We didn't really put any thought into we're going to try to go like this or like that.
Yeah, we weren't looking for a girl singer or a guy. We were looking for a great singer. So we got one, so we're just like, great, I don't care, girl or guy or whatever.
Basically that's how it worked. Like when me and Danny started jamming, it was like we weren't looking for any type of particular musicians. It's like whoever came to the table with what they had, it was like, can we use this or not? You know, that's just, she worked out great, Simon worked out great, Paco's working out great. You know, it's just,
I don't know about Paco. Paco's got a way to go.
Okay, and how does the process of composition works in this band? Everybody gives ideas or one stays with the lyrics, and how does it work?
I usually come into the jam room and start hitting Simon's drums, and then he starts screaming, and then the song is born.
So we sound like, right?
Okay,
I don't know, I write most of the initial riffs and concepts and arrangements, but then all the guys together take that and we try to like rework it, change parts, this and that, but also now Simon and Paco do their own compositions from scratch as well, that we do the same. Now I'm on the other side doing some rearranging and stuff like that with their compositions, and basically once that music is complete, at least